Hey guys, how are you doing? My name is Catherine Shelton, and today I want to talk about Facebook ads and why your Facebook ads aren't working and what you can do about that. Now, if your Facebook ads are working perfectly, you're getting a ton of sales from them, that is awesome. You don't need to watch this video. But I think most of us need a little bit of help somewhere along the lines, because I've been talking to so many people in the groups, in messages, and everyone's saying, okay, I spent this much money on my Facebook ads and I got some likes. I got a few people clicking through to my website. Maybe I got some newsletter signups, but I'm not getting any sales. No one is buying based off my advert. Now, of course, it's a big topic. There's a lot we could talk about with Facebook. There's a lot of different elements to it, like creative, timing, audience, placements, all of those things. But I think there is one big reason that Facebook ads don't work, and it's because you are effectively cold calling people. So let's roll this back a little bit and talk about how people usually run adverts on Facebook. So first thing, I don't particularly recommend using Facebook ads for cheap products. In my experience and from working with other marketers, it's really, really hard to drive sales to things like t-shirts and books that are low margin products. Instead, what you can do is drive interaction with your brand. So you can get people to look at your website, sign up for your newsletter, and generally just sort of warm them up by getting them used to your brand, getting them interacting with your brand and enjoying your brand. So first thing, I don't recommend running ads directly for t-shirts and books. Like if you put $100 in Facebook and say, my new book is out or my t-shirt is here, and target it at an audience that you think will buy it, you will probably lose money. So don't do that. The second thing is that Facebook ads work really well for higher ticket items. So Facebook ads, two things: use them for driving engagement with your brand, driving interaction with your brand, or use them to sell high ticket items like courses, classes, programs, subscription boxes, anything that's probably over about $100 or so. That's where you're more likely to see your investment. Now, either way, what you need to do is build trust with your customers, because very few people, and this is the weird irony with Facebook, so it's hard to get people to buy low ticket items, but it's also can be hard to get people to buy high ticket items because they don't know you. You are new to them, and most people will not just click on an advert now. We kind of almost have blindness to adverts. So most people will not click directly on an advert and buy something from you because they don't know you. You're effectively cold calling them. So what you can do is get people to know you before you even start advertising to them. And there's a really, really clever way of doing this. And what I will show you is something that I did. So I made this video the other day and I posted it. You can see I was in the park, I was talking. It's not very high quality. I just filmed it on my phone. And I was talking about ways to monetize a niche site. I posted this on my business page, and I shared it to a bunch of groups where I'm an admin. What you can also do is connect with admins of other groups and say, hey, is it okay if I share my video in your group? And if your video adds some value, if it has some useful content, if it's not self-promotional, many of them will say, yeah, sure. And you can see with my video that it wasn't really promotional. It was like an information video. It was 5 ways to do this thing, which means that it's more likely to get shared in different groups and shared all over the place, which is awesome. That is what you want. At this point, you're not trying to promote anything. You're just making a video that is interesting, that is useful, that people will want to share, and that they won't mind you sharing in their groups. So let's recap. Create a video, and remember, you don't have to be in a video. There's a lot of ways of making videos that you don't have to be in. It could be animated, it could be voice-overed. Like, there's a lot of ways of making a video. So make your video and then share it. Like, post it on your business page and share away. And that's what I did. You can see I had like 12,000 people it reached, 9,000 people watched at least some of it, and I got some likes and whatever. And that's awesome. I'm not selling anything with that. I did run a boost on it, so I did give it a little extra boost to people who like my page, to their friends, which is awesome. So to recap, what I did was I made an informative video that wasn't promotional. I posted it on my business page, and I also ran a boost on it. I ran a small boost on it, and I shared it in a bunch of groups. And you can see that 9,000 people watched at least some portion of that video. I think that's people who watched it for at least 3 seconds. Cool. Okay, so what can I do with that now that I've shared that in different groups, shared it on my wall, posted it everywhere? Well, this is where it gets really, really cool. You can reach these 9,000 people. You can now send them a targeted advert. And this is how it works. So let's go to Facebook Ads Manager, and you do that by just going to facebook.com/ads/manager, and then you hit create a new advert or create a new campaign. And that will take you to this page. And the first thing you need to do is choose your objective. So we're going to go with traffic. I just want to get people to my website right now. So that's fine. It doesn't really matter which objective we use. This will work with any objective. And we go, okay, continue. And we get into the ad set. So great, we want traffic going to our website. This isn't important. Now this is the bit that is important. You see where it says audience? What you can do here is go to custom audiences, and you're going to select create new. And we're going to drop that down and choose custom audience. And check this out. You can create an audience that you want to send your Facebook ads to that isn't based off interests, it's not based off their gender, it's not based on any of those things. It's based on how those people have engaged with you in the past. So we're going to select engagement, and now you have all these choices. You can target people who have completed a lead ad, completed a lead form. You can even target people who have clicked to open your advert and view it in full screen. You can target people who have interacted with your events, but this is the one we're going to focus on, video. So we're going to click video, and this is the coolest thing ever, because what you can do is say engagement. I want to choose people who have watched maybe 25% of my video. So you could say 3 seconds, but when I see 3 seconds, I think, okay, they glanced at it and clicked away from it. When I see 10 seconds, I think they watched it, didn't really like me or what I was saying, clicked away from it. Now, when you get up to 25% or 50%, that's when we're talking. These are people who are interested in what I'm doing, what I've got to say. They like my message. They watched at least a significant proportion of it. And we're going to select that. So we say people who have watched at least 25% of your video, and you can choose the video. So the next stage is choose the video. Okay, there it is. This is the one we talked about in the park. It's had 9,000 views, 5 things. I'm going to just choose the little checkbox there, and that looks good to me. We're going to say confirm, and that's all we need to do. So people who have watched at least 25% of my video in the last 365 days, that's fine. You can change that if you want. If you want people who've just recently interacted with you, you can change that. And I'm going to call this 5 things watchers, 25%. And you just do create audience. Hey, and what this does, it creates a custom audience for you. It now takes about 30 minutes for that audience to be ready for use. So what it's doing is just populating that audience. It's looking at who saw the video, it's populating that, and it is creating a custom audience for you. And now you are ready to go. You can create your advert and you can say, hey, I'm glad you enjoyed my video. Now, why not check out this course I've made, or this program, or this subscription box, whatever it is that you are looking at selling to them. So really, really powerful way to drive adverts here. So what we did, let's sort of roll this back and recap. First thing I did was I made a video. So I made an informative or an interesting or a funny or an entertaining video that's not promotional. You just come up with something that people will enjoy, that they'll learn from, that they'll want to share with their friends. And the more people you can get to watch that video, the better. And this is where it's clever. You can share this in groups that you don't even own, and then you can target an advert to the people in that group who watched your video. Like, this is super, super powerful. So that's what we did. We created a video that was just a fun video for people to watch and share. And then we went to Ads Manager and we selected our objective. You can choose any objective. It will work with any objective. And then we went to Audience. We did Create New. We created a custom audience. And we selected people who have watched at least 25% of our video. And now I can create whatever advert I want to show those people. And you can get so specific with this. You can thank them for watching your video. You can say, hey, remember that thing I talked about in the video? You can get really, really specific with this. And you can send them a direct offer, because the cool thing is now they know who you are. They trust you. They've seen your video. They've seen your content. You're familiar with them. You're not cold calling them anymore. So that's my technique for not cold calling your Facebook audience anymore, for actually getting to know them before you send them an advert. Really, really powerful way to target an audience. Way more powerful than just using interests or likes. And of course, I mean, you can go in here and now narrow it down. So you can, of course, include certain people. You can exclude people. If you want to exclude people that already like your page, you can do that here. So you can go in here and you can exclude people from certain demographics. You can say, I want people with this education level or this financial level, or who've gone through these life events or who haven't gone through these life events. So you can still use the detailed targeting. But the great thing is that every single person in this audience already knows you. They've already seen your video. This is huge. This is hugely powerful, and it gets you reaching way outside people who like your page. So I hope you enjoyed this tip. I hope it was helpful to you. If you enjoyed it, please check out my course Cultivate, which has a full walkthrough of Facebook marketing. It also includes some really, really cool methods for marketing, like using chatbots to run promotions, contests, and send messages to your potential audience. So that's cultivate.catherine.com. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. If you're on YouTube, hit that bell so you get notifications when I post videos, and come and join Treasure Hunting, our free Facebook group at facebook.com/group/Catherine Treasure. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.